Founders of the Happy Pear, David and Stephen Flynn.
Right. Woo! Woo! Paulie! Oh, can I stand on that side? Okay, you go on that side, yeah. Okay, clock's ready to go. Go! Okay, welcome to the design stage. This is Creatiff. Are you all excited to be here? Yeah! Come on! Are you all excited to be here? Yes! Okay, we believe the ultimate design is how to design a life for happiness. Is everyone with us? Oh yeah, okay, cool. Okay, but first of all, we want to share, we kind of dedicated our life really to trying to design a happy life. We want to give you our 5 top tips that we found in our experience that's worked for us and helped support us to live a happier life. But first, we want to tell you a little bit of stories. Everyone ready for stories? Yes. Yes! Okay. We grew up in Ireland in a small little town called Greystones. We went to an all-boys school. We loved nothing more than getting drunk and chasing women. That was happiness. We went to study business in college, and we were all about making money. We wanted to make $1 million before we were 30, and then we'd be happy. We were doing male modelling at that time. We were playing semi-pro rugby. I went to go be a pro in golf. So we were total jocks that had totally bought into the American dream. Then what happened? Then you have a line about twins and separate. Oh, yes. Okay, so as you can see, we're identical twins. And I guess being identical twins, we grew up in one of this pocket. Wait, just stop. Look, you can see we're identical twins. Yes, see, we're identical twins. You see? Do we look alike? Thank you. Yes, okay. I'm David and this one's Stephen. But so we grew up with always people going, are you Dave? Are you Steve? Which one are you? And you got sick of it. And anyway, we reached 21 and Mom said, lads, I think it was time you grew up. I think it was time you separated, you divorced. So we decided to go on a voyage of self-discovery, and we both went traveling separately. So we left total meatheads who were into making money and were into kind of playing rugby and modelling. And we came back long-haired, stinking hippies. We changed our diet from being meatheads to suddenly being plant munchers, eating a plant-based diet. We had long hair, we wore trinkets, we had a strong offensive body odor, and we were much more into health, happiness, and community. Beautiful. Go for it. Are you with us? So we started our business, The Happy Pear, back in 2004 as two 24-year-old idealists, total dreamers. And obviously we called it The Happy Pear because we're a pair, we're twins, we're happy. And we started with a vegetable shop, a little fruit and veg shop. And we really had the dream, like as Stephen said, we left with the idea of money being God. And we came back totally about health, happiness, and community. And very much our mission right from the start was to try and make the world a happier, healthy place and build community. I remember Stephen wanted to set it up as a charity, so it was very much focused on adding value to society, using business as a vehicle for social change. And I remember when we first started, obviously we called the business The Happy Pear, but the first day was a shop, so we had a shop front, and the sign man came along, and he was like, Steve had a name he wanted to call it, and the sign man was there measuring it up, and he was saying, lads, it just won't fit. The name won't fit in the top. And the name Stephen wanted to call it was, our surname is Flynn, so he wanted to call it Flynners Fruit and Veg for Social Change. Catchy name, innit? Yeah. But ultimately, we wanted to create a business that would support the lifestyle we wanted to live. We wanted to create a business that would support us being healthy, support us being happy, and that we could build a community around this. The business subsequently, it started with me and Dave in a little red van, roll on 13 years. We've 165 people with us. It'll turn over nearly 10 million this year. We've 3 cafes, 2 shops, a farm. We've written 2 #1 best-selling cookbooks, and we're social media whores. But we love what we do. That was my line. Okay, sorry, I'm stealing your lines. Okay, sorry. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. We've... Okay, question. Can we have a show of hands? Okay, I'm just curious. Okay, hands. Obviously, our talk is about trying to design a life for happiness. Okay, yes. So show of hands. What was your question? Okay, question. On the topic of financial wealth or happiness. Hands up for financial wealth over happiness. This is the bit where you participate. Okay, you can raise your hand. Anyone? Hands up for happiness over financial wealth. Oh, okay, yes, it's pretty obvious. Go on the creative stage. And yet success is deemed very monetary. Okay, yes. Okay, right. Anyway, last night we were sitting around and we were going, okay, what are we going to talk about tomorrow? What are we going to talk about? So we kind of, between us, me and Steve, we've got 5 kids. Not together, separately, of course. And we were thinking, like, as parents, all we want for our kids is for them to be happy. You know, that's what we all want to feel happy now. So we were thinking, okay, what are the 5 things that we would say to our kids to try and design a life for happiness? So we're going to tell you our 5 things now. Okay, point number 1, it's very cliched, you've all heard it before, but do what you love, irrespective of what people think. I know when we first, Okay, to be great, to do great work, you should do something. Yeah. Okay. Yes. No. I'll go back to that again. Okay. Money is a byproduct of doing great work, and you're much more likely to do great work if you love what you do. When we started our business first, like we both did, I did a degree and a master's in business, and we played a lot of sport, and we had a lot of potential. I remember when we opened our fruit and veg shop in Greystones. We were long-haired hippies. We drove a van in a small little town in Ireland. A lot of our moms and dads, kind of friends and family were kind of like, what the hell happened to the lads? They're definitely selling drugs out the back. I know they are. So there's a lot of suspicion, and people didn't know what the hell we were doing, but... You want to go?
Oh, I got a story, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Also, I remember, so we studied business, and I remember there was a college reunion, and I went in, and obviously a lot of the lads, my friends from college, they'd become accountants, stockbrokers, bankers, and they'd real jobs. And I rocked in there in a little red van, smelling a cabbage, and one of the lads turned around and he said, Flinner, is that true that you bought a veg shop and you drive a van and you sell cabbages? And I turned around and I said, living the dream. And really, for us, our whole paradigm had shifted completely.
Okay, number one, do what you love, even if it means driving a van and being a hippie. Do what you love. Point number two, move. We're mammals. Hands up here who's a dog. Okay, one person. Come on, hands up here who's a dog.
Hands up who's a dog. Does anyone have a dog? No.
Okay, no. Okay.
Oh, yeah, someone else has a dog.
Okay, right. We got two dogs here. Well done. Okay, so what happens when you don't walk your dog? It gets cross after day... Okay, yeah, you get cross too. Okay, yeah. Okay, normally when you don't walk your dog, day one, it's running around the house. It's probably done its business in the corner. Day two, it starts getting a bit miserable. Day three, it's depressed. We are mammals, albeit sophisticated mammals who wear clothing and have things called phones and do things called work to get money so that we can satisfy our needs. We need to move. If you think it back in kind of okay. There you go. Okay, need to move. We like to do handstands, but whatever it is, movement doesn't necessarily mean triathlons, doesn't mean handstands. It literally means moving. If you think kind of back in the hunter-gatherer days.
Thank you.
Good boy, Dave. Well done. Back in the hunter-gatherer days, caveman or cavewoman would wake up. Cave is cold. Would have to go find things to make fire, light fire, go find food. It was a hugely, very active, engaging lifestyle. Whereas nowadays, wake up, switch on light. Switch on cooker, get in car, drive to work all day, come back. Life is set up to be sedentary. We need to move. On that note, everyone stand up.
Just stand up for a
please.
sec.
Stand up.
Can you stand up for us?
Stand up.
Entertain
Even the people crossing their arms, just stand up. Okay.
Okay, just clock it.
Okay, wait. Okay, so what's the primary fuel source as humans?
What's our primary fuel source?
Many people think coffee. Some people think it's cake. Some people think it's pasta de nata, or what do you call those little Portuguese cakes? Yeah. Okay, it's not. Okay. 3, 2, 1, everyone jump up and down. Jump up and down. Everyone, you look stupid if you don't jump up and down. Just jump.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Sit down. Okay, sit down. So our primary fuel source is not coffee, it's not chocolate, it's not sex. Our primary fuel source is...
Oxygen.
Oxygen. The longest recorded time period someone living without food is 368 days. Let me just finish.
Okay.
The next longest time people living without water is about a week. Without oxygen, you'd get 5 minutes.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So move. Point
number two for designing a life for happiness is movement. We're all mammals. We need to move. Point number 3.
Support system and community, okay? We all have crap days. We all feel bad. It's very natural. Try to design people around you that will support you when you fall.
Can I tell a little story about that? Okay, so community. We started our business in community. We started in our small little town in Greystones, where it was very much like a community. So we used to go to local schools and do health eating talks, doing demos, really trying to become part of the community. We put on cooking demos. It was really embedded as part of the community. And one little story I want to tell you is that when we first started back 10 years ago, we started with a vegetable shop. So the wind used to come in. It was Ireland. It's winter. It's cold. Wind would come whistling in through the door. And we used to cook porridge for breakfast every morning. And Sally was the manager at the time, and she said, lads, this is a business. Why don't we sell porridge? And Steve was like, come on. We open at 9 o'clock. We live in Greystones. Everyone's had their brekkie. No one's going to buy porridge. And they were back and forth in a little bit. And Steve says, Sally, I got an idea. Right, why don't we give the porridge away for free for a week? Let's just give it away for free and see what happens. And if people won't take it for free, they're definitely not going to pay for it. So anyway, we gave it away for free for the week. And people were like, oh, porridge free. Wow, that's lovely. That's great. And they'd feel good and we'd feel good. And it came to the end of the week, and Sally says, right, lads, what do you charge them? €3, €5? What do we charge them? This is a business. We need to make money. And Steve says, I don't know. I really like it. I feel good. Why don't we give it away for free for one more week? So we gave it away for free for one more week. And that week has been about 10 years now, and we've given away, I don't know how many, 500,000 bowls of porridge. So, but it was really all about building community, because we felt good doing it, and other people felt good, and it made the world a better place, I think.
That was great, Dave.
Thanks, Steve.
They didn't really like that, but that's
No.
okay. Okay, point 4, health. Duke University, one of the Ivy League colleges in America, did a study trying to find out what is the most important factor for happiness. And nowadays you'd think it's sex. You know, it's having a big house, a big car, having $1 billion, having a unicorn, whatever the hell it is. But what do you reckon it was?
Most central thing to our happiness. You know, you'd think it was, you know, money or whatever, but what do you think it is? Anyone have a guess?
It's such a boring thing like health. Oh, God. Because without health, it's virtually impossible to be happy.
And it kind of works in verse, because if you go to hospital, you don't see a lot of healthy, happy people, you know, so it's really central in that sense. Will I tell a story? We've only got 2.5 minutes left.
Tell a quick version.
Okay, quick version. Okay, so as we said, we started our business to create a happier, healthier world. And we used to do cooking demos and healthy eating classes upstairs in our restaurant, and people would come along and they wouldn't make changes. So we decided, okay, heart disease kills the most amount of people in the world. I wonder, could we design a course that reverses heart disease? And we can measure it. So we went down to the local nurse. She said, sure, I'll help you, lads. Good on you.
So she came up and she was measuring cholesterol, weight, and blood pressure.
Oh, it's my story. You be quiet there now.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Right.
So we put up signs around the shop and we said, reverse heart disease, 4 weeks, free, look sexy, whatever. 20 people signed up. We'd our contestants. They came along, Angela, the nurse, measured people's cholesterol, weight, and blood pressure, and then they came upstairs to us. So we had starting measurements. We put them on a plant-based diet. We got them to eat porridge. We got them to cook vegetable soups. We got them to cook dals, chilies, pad thais. And they came once a week for 4 weeks. And they moved away from a meat and 2 veg diet to a plant-based diet just for a month. And it came to the last night, and Angela was measuring their cholesterol, weight, and blood pressure again. There was an average drop of cholesterol of 20%. People lost up to 2 stone. That's about 25 pounds, I think.
Yeah, good work.
Their blood pressure regulated. There was even 2 blind people who did the course, and miraculously, they were able to see again. Unbelievable. That was a joke. Thanks for laughing, the few who did. But subsequently, we've had about 10,000 people through the course, and people do it all over the world on our online course now. So.
But it's a great reminder how what you eat impacts your health massively. Okay, last and final point. We think the most important thing in life is love. Fundamentally, it all boils down to love.
It sounds pretty cheesy and kind of hippie-ish.
We were... Can I?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we grew up in Ireland, and Ireland's quite a Catholic country. And when we were younger, Mom used to make us go to Mass on Sunday. So we go to Mass, and the bit we always liked, or one of the few bits we liked, was the peace be with you.
You know that bit.
You know that moment. So on that note, can everyone stand up?
Everyone stand up again.
God, not again.
Okay,
we believe the most important thing in life is love. Turn just to the person beside you and give him a hug. Just give him a hug. Give him a hug. Give him a hug. There you go. On, come on. Just give him a hug. Thank you.
Thank you for entertaining us.
Okay, so we have 15 seconds left. So we're going to be hosting the stage here today. I think it's a wonderful opportunity. People from all over the world. Let's have a great day. And
we're the happy pair.
We're the happy pair. Thank you.
Okay, now we